Greetings, my fellow hunters, and welcome again. Today we're going to be taking a break from all the action series as I've been watching, and instead we'll be watching a show of simply heartwarming stories. I'm talking about this season's hottest anime, My Dress Up Doll. Well, enough dilly-dallying, and as I always say, let the hunt begin. So, what is the story of this little anime, My Dress Up Darling? Well, it's a simplistic story, nothing too revolutionary, nothing out of this world. It is a simple story of romance. Basically, it follows the characters Goju, who is a young boy, young man, who is into making Hana dolls, and young Marine, who is basically a upcoming cosplayer. They basically accidentally meet. Marine is I wouldn't say infatuated. She is more into his skills, but over time starts to get some feelings towards him. But he has feelings, but he can't show him back, as I've seen so far in the series. It's also simple, but also lovely. It actually kind of warms up my cold-blooded heart a bit. Man, it's been a while since I've seen an anime this cheery and just basically there's no looming threat or anything. This is no. This is just a simple slice of life anime that's just simply fun to watch. And my favorite thing, it puts its fan service on its blimmin' sleeve. It doesn't hide. This is one of the rare times where I enjoy a series that's fan service, but it's not to the point that it's just cringeworthy or just plain ridiculous. Another anime I might review in the future. No spoilers, but I'll give you a hint. It has to do with high school and a couple of these. Anyway, yes, I enjoy it. The fact that it's honest, but it's not shameful. They're characters, and they have fun. There's nothing wrong with it, honestly. It's simplistic, and I feel like the pacing is just perfect. I feel like the characters work well off each other and are just perfectly well suited. Speaking of which, we're going to be talking about the characters. As this story is mainly focused on the two main characters, Goju and Marine, we'll be basically just talking about them and their characters. There's not a whole lot of cast as recording of this video, just the two mains have been introduced and are starting to get their relationships, but there's still enough for me to talk about them. So we'll start it with Goju first. So, Goju is basically just a young man who is into Hana dolls. He wishes to become a Hana doll maker like his grandfather, and he has a bit of how would I put this, a fascination with them. And basically, people think he's weird because he likes them a bit too much. He's a bit on the shy side, but he's honestly a good kid. He's an honest good kid, and he's likable. He's a bit shy and awkward, which I imagine he's relatable to almost anybody. Like, you kind of feel like that, yeah, he's the awkward guy. Not many people understand who he is, and it feels like people use him because he just wants to please people. He's fine. Honestly, he's lovable, and he's a lot of relatable to a lot of people, I'd imagine. We all have our hobbies that ostracize us, and honestly, yeah. Like, take, for example, back when I was younger, it wasn't very common to like anime, but now, time grows, I guess. And for him, he likes Hana dolls. Nothing wrong with that. And he's pretty good at making them. So yeah, that's it. Next up, we have the lead female protagonist, Marine. Marine is basically the lovable, joyous, and full of energy female character that's basically the utter contrast to our main male character. Well, he is very shy. She is outgoing and always trying to basically be happy. Well, she's not trying. She is happy. And honestly, she does tease Goju along, but not to the point that I found it like don't miss the other series. Don't mess with Kota, I think. I forgot the series names. It went to that point. It's actually more playful and it's kinder than that one. So I kind of like her for that. She's just so joyous. It puts a smile on my face, as you can see. So yeah, I like her, joyous, fun, and like I said, good contrast to the main character, which is always a good way of showing things. So my overall thoughts on the characters is that they're pretty good, simplistic, but well written. And frankly, that's all I can say this early on in the series. But I can't wait to see more characters introduced and more plot threads introduced as well, because this is certainly been a very interesting ride. When it comes to the animation, I have very little bit to complain about. Honestly, I almost have nothing to complain about because of how good it is. And I love it. It's so beautiful. It's bright, it's colorful, it's cheery, and so expressive in how the characters emote. You can see the frame by frame and how much effort that uh, the animators put into it when they animated it. Simply fabulous. Man, I envy those who have drawn it because, wow, they put a lot of effort into it. I really don't have much to complain about because how good it is. So, yeah, that's why this segment's very, very short. And when it comes to the music, well, let's just say it's very cheerful and very pleasant to listen to. If the animation is basically like food to the eyes, the music is food to the ears, and how it basically sounds. Also, tempoic, beautiful, cheerful music. It just puts a smile on anyone's face who's a grumpy, grumpy boss, unfortunately. Yeah, and I gotta say, I watched the first episode of the English dub done by Abilene, and I gotta say, the English dub's pretty well done. I love it. It's very well acted compared to the last one I watched, not Arcane before that. But yes, it's also well done. It's great to listen to, and yeah, I do listen to the opening and ending occasionally when I have the mood happens to hit me. So yes, overall, I give the animation a pass. Scratch that, not a pass. It's a successful grade A. So, what are my final thoughts on this anime? If you've not been listening, I'd say it's definitely worth a watch. It's definitely the New Year's best new anime of the year. I know it's early, but it's going to be pretty hard to top this anime for me after how it left a strong, good impression on me, honestly. So yes, if you haven't been listening, I'd recommend you go watch it. It's got everything. It's cheerful, upbeat, slice of life anime, which I really don't enjoy, but somehow this one is actually the exception to my rare rule. The rare exception to my rule, I should say. Because of how good it is. Honestly, I was actually not bothered about it. I just thought, another slice of life. But when I've watched it, honestly, I was pleasantly surprised in how fresh it is. A cosplay anime? No, an anime about a cosplayer? You don't see those too often, as far as I know, unless I'm wrong. Let me know below if there are any other animes that talk about cosplayers. But yeah, this one's actually pretty good in how it just, this is just basically every cosplayer's dreams about just having someone that can help them make professional style dresses constantly. I certainly know I would like one. But yes, regardless of that, go watch it. You won't regret it, I promise you. And give the English double watch. It's actually pretty good. Thank you for watching, my fellow hunters. It was appreciated that you decided to watch this new video. Um, I hope you all have a good time whenever or week by this time this comes out. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my Patreon down below. And follow me on my Twitter. My Discord is down below as well. So if you enjoy that, please come over and talk with me. I enjoy meeting new people. Until then, my hunters, may the good blood guide your way.